The majority of you have a clear favorite here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. It is International Women's Day and it is International Warcraft 3 Hype Day. Happy versus LYN in the first round of playoffs for B Cup 21. Both did amazing in their groups. Both are among the best players this game has ever seen. It's the greatest undead of all time against the greatest orc of all time. I vividly remember the first time these guys met at the Blizzard Invitational in Anaheim, where we had a Western versus Korea show match, and this was the decisive match of that entire show match. Banger after banger after banger games. Now, LYN with the blade, trying to go for the last hit, as Leon already said. Coil secures the Null Brood. Where is the damage though? If you can't get the creeps, get the skeletons, get the ghouls first and foremost. There is the last hit battles, but Happy so far extremely crisp, extremely sharp. And not even dust, man. Not even dust. So, I would say LYN has solid items though. Circlet gloves and a little bit of HP. 0.3 here as well. We got 50 Norwegian crowns by harsh, but nevertheless the truth. Thank you. And so far, it looks pretty dominant for Happy. The first 4 minutes clearly in Happy territory, but LYN has some catching up to do. I love the Scout of the Acolyte. This is a classic Blade Master creep, but LYN didn't go for that. He went for the right-hand side, took out the Magi there, and it's a big mana potion at an extraordinary timing soon. It was mentioned before already by Leon in the YouTube chat. It's a lot about Shadowhunter hex timings or creep manip. Happy's control is so crazy good. I like the praise. Yes, Happy might have gotten the XP, but LYN got items, and items are game deciding in this matchup. Now we got another one. We got too many. We're suffering from success, but we are not allowing this to stay here. Nice to take XP away from Happy's side of the map. We have double beastery, we have tier 3, we have a Shadowhunter second. So far, LYN is very much holding back on all the innovation that we have seen in the past week, brought to this matchup by Soen, brought to this matchup by Focus. It is the standard orc way for the past 2 years or more, and that is just straight up Wyvern. No expansion, no TC, nothing. Happy on the other side. Would have loved to have a faster level 3, I guess. And Blade Master has to lick his wounds now, but this is the moment for the Shadowhunter to appear on the map. And where the Shadowhunter is, there is Hex, and then you can creep like crazy. Happy so far has the right call. It is Gargoyles. He doesn't have to wonder because there was no Headhunters whatsoever. No question if Lich or Dark Ranger is better. It is the Lich. And now the guessing game begins a little bit. Will LYN commit to Wyvern? Will he switch into Raiders? LYN was the first to innovate this matchup, I think, and that was noticeable in Super League when he was the one to introduce a lot of Kodos late game for damage and sturdiness. You know, Headhunters do more damage than Kodos, but they die quicker. And as an old World of Warcraft saying goes, if you're dead, you do 0 damage. And then it's even worse when you face a Dark Ranger, because the Dark Ranger turns all the Headhunters into skeletons, and then you're not only doing 0 damage, but you also receive more damage. So we'll see where this goes. Wyvern, Shadowhunter, Hex both accelerate the creeping by a lot. Lich level 1 okay, but the items are really good. So far we got lots of mana for LYN, but at one point you will need the damage. You will need the claws, you will need the boots of Kel'Thuzad, and Happy is coming in with a sweet timing. And Venom Spear's not up yet. Only 3 Wyvern, no bad riders. This is not a moment for LYN to fight really against Coil Nova, I think. There's also one of negation to get rid of that Hex. Speed scroll, not the greatest engagement. Would love to see a bat already, but we're holding back on the bat. But we do go for a TC. Telling me that it's not the regular Mass Wyvern, which is played 2 heroes only.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, and LYN is giving up on one of the best permanent items on the entire map. Ring +5. Nice for the TC once he arrives. And we do go Kodos again early, it seems like. Bit of a pivot away from these Wyvern. Maybe the Wyvern weren't there in time. Maybe he doesn't want to commit against Garx and a potential Alchemist. But yeah, the Alchemist time seems over. It's Dark Ranger everywhere. And the camp that Happy contested gave him the boots of Kel'Thuzad. How amazing that would have been on the Blade Master. But no. Level-wise, we're very, very, very close to big upgrades. TC coming in with Stomp. All the items getting optimized. We're close to Frenzy. We're close to Destroyers. We're close to the first fight. LYN diversifying the army. Batrider, Kodo Beasts. For Anti-Air, of course, first and foremost to clean the sky. For Wyvern, who do have their Envenomed Spears now. Raider. We don't have a single Raider, right? No, we have the upgrade, but we don't have the Raider. And then we have one bat and we have a Kodo. 1000 HP. Can get rid of one ghoul immediately. Happy has a Shade. Where is that Shade? It's with the... I don't know. Ah, it's with the army. So the creeps don't get stolen. Happy has an orb. We get double gloves of haste and slippers. Nice. Still not sure if this is enough damage. A storm is brewing. Slowly but steady. No upgrades at all. Happy is preparing 60 food. Great macro, of course, on both sides. LYN, though, if Happy goes into 60 food now, LYN couldn't follow. Item is on Holy Aura. Nice. But no damage. Oh, that was an illusion, wasn't it? That was an illusion and he wasted a bat on it. Feels bad, man. Ironically. And LYN has the resources. Also a stomp on one ghoul. Not optimal. LYN could go for a tiny Great Hole, but this is exactly the timing that Happy is pushing for. With home turf advantage. What can you do? Crit level 2. Nice. No Orb of Lightning just yet. He needs it for sure. And with Kodo Aura, this is plus 21 damage. Slow and steady. Will it win the race? Happy is containing LYN at home and he's expanding at the top. Nothing LYN can do about it right now. We've seen some crazy holds from Night Elves, especially colorful. Now LYN has to trigger his inner Night Elf. LYN must have an idea. Blade Master's always visible thanks to the shade, and now LYN does feel comfortable with Ensnare, with Hex, with Stomp. No silence at the moment, not using the Stomp just yet. Damage flies onto the Wyvern right away. Shadowhunter silence, but not the TC. And Happy doesn't like this. Destroyer falling, 5 supply down. And now we stack up on items and we push. Does LYN have the read? He must have the read. It's a very obvious read, really.
Player's forces are under attack.
But so far, items. Items, items, items. LYN stays in no upkeep. He has the option to just go Tiny Great Hall himself, and then we have 2 base, 2 base. And my lord, will this be fireworks then? It is the tiny Great Hall. Yeah, we're counter-expanding. Okay. Level 4 Blade Master for level 2 Windwalk. Neat.
Player's forces are under attack.
The Orc vs. Undead fights at 50 food. Already very impressive. Then let's scale this up to 80 food. Oh, yes, please. Coil again. So we had a bat and a coil against illusions. We do have mirror image, by the way, instead of level 2 Windwalk. I like this, I think, if you don't want to go an economy harass heavy way. You can dodge coils with that if you're super fast. You might also later, if the undead goes banshees, dispel the curse with mirror image. And you really don't need Windwalk that much. If you're surrounded, you can get out of it, okay, but it's just 30 extra damage and more duration. But we don't see a sign of curse just yet. 4-3-3 versus 4-3-2. Double heal scroll on Happy. 1 invo potion on LYN. No invo potion on Happy. No heal potion. 60 food versus 60 food. It couldn't be much more even. The bats detonate. Oh, this should be relatively simple to clean the sky. But what about the ground? Destroyers might be falling. LYN, did you make all the right decisions here? Wyvern falling. Kodo's in. Happy down to 50. LYN down to 50. Destroyer killed. 1 Wyvern still alive. Destro, 1 is still up. No, the Shadow Hunter must have expected that nuke. Had the potion ready. Had the heal wave ready. The stomp doesn't hit the DK. It was a fatter stomp. No mana. Unhappy anymore. Another bat coming in. Dark Ranger stomped into the ground. GG. 1 decisive fight and LYN takes it home. On the neutral map that was. What a sweet setup. It seems like Happy gave LYN a bit too much time.
B2WGG.
That fight looked like LYN just outperformed him. LYN had the better army. Hammerfall is a map that oftentimes revolves around these 2 camps in the early game. Can he get some damage out of that? Can he get some ghoul kills out of that as well? That is a nice comparison, my dude. Appreciate it. In general, lots and lots and lots of positive chat about the players. Love that. These are some of the most beloved players. These are, of course, some of the best players in a long time. In a long time? In like ages of this game. To absolute pillars. So, is Happy going for the Hydra or not? That is the case. LYN not contesting it. He's gambling for the... Oh, he's going for his own Hydra. Not trying to intercept. We got a Ring of Protection. Good against the Blade Master always. Mitigates physical damage. Oh, Happy around the corner. LYN needs more damage. Quickly. This is the item carry. No way. Okay, this is Trouble City. Need the Windwalk. Happy in time. 1.9 already. If this is Unholy Aura unlocked in a second, this is very problematic. Good game sense by Happy. He knew exactly what's going on. Circlet goes to LYN though. Inventory not bad. You can argue inventory is more important than XP. For the undead, it's the other way around. XP is way more important than items. As of course, Blade Master scales with items. He has crits. Try to dodge the coil. Doesn't work. Needs another heal self. And that also got the Windwalk. So he can't really go into the base because he doesn't have an additional Windwalk. Early game for Happy. First 4 minutes. Close to perfect. Reveals. Sees the Blade Master. Leaves me alone. Happy is efficient. LYN is not. Has to go back. Lick the wounds. This little break again. Similar to what we saw in the Yutiao Cup versus Soen, favors Happy in between the first 2 maps. Blade Master double circlet. Yeah, he is very much of the opinion that he needs every single item he can get. At the moment, it's not scaling because there is no crit, but the further you go down the road, the more that is. Happy wants to get Unholy Aura first and foremost for the movement speed, and then Coil level 2, of course, huge upgrade. That is why items are more important for the Orc. XP are more important for Undeads. Most important timing for LYN soon to come. Shadowhunter production, Wyvern production. Happy posturing up a little bit. Tech is always slower as he is, of course, forced to go into a crypt. Otherwise, he has no lumber income. And we're contesting Happy so he can't rush to his level 3. Always ghoul split, always pressure. Coil used now, so he can't use it on the rogue. Chance for LYN to steal this here. Couldn't get it, but the slippers. Blade has the mana. Nicely calculated. And again, XP for Happy, item for LYN. Both kinda get what they wanted. And now it's not level 3. And there is no mana. LYN decides we're not going for creeps. We go double speed scroll, creep jack. Shadowhunter is scouting here. If he hexes the DK, that's XP gone. A little bit too late. Oh, he could have prevented that. Holds the hex. Blade is in range for some fights here. Ghouls will fall, but denied by Happy, at least number 1. Make it 2, though. I think the LYN was looking at the Blade here at the lab. This would be the normal camp. Everybody has his eyes on the 2 labs in the middle. There's big consumables. Mana potion, heal potion, invo potion, you name it. And Happy didn't want to be exposed to Shadowhunter Blade Master, so he went for Gold Mine. Still caught just a little bit too late in LYN's side. Now, with Wyvern, you can creep yourself. Question is, can Happy steal some? Wand of Negation, Nova enabled, DK around the corner, good reads. Lich is coming from the left-hand side. He got the Dispel, and yeah, there is basically no damage. Trying to body block, lovely. Speed scroll again, it's getting more expensive. Nova on the first 2 Wyvern. Gargoyle is coming in here as well. Is this too much damage on the DK? Maybe. Long range coil, super long range coil. Blade Master can't creep. Happy contesting the middle, so the Blade Master can't creep while his first hero has the necessary level already. Is LYN over-aggressive? Is he forced into this? Smart mid-game control by Happy, I think. And close to tier 3 too. And he got the Wyvern eventually. Huge loss in damage for LYN. No levels for LYN. Forces another coil. At least he got that. Shadowhunter kind of waiting in the wings. Only 1 Wyvern isn't enough. One more time we go into a low number of Wyvern. No early bats. There's the early bat. Before we adjusted our builds and before, like a couple of months ago, Orc builds were always set in stone. 4 Wyvern into 2 bats, and then we fight. Not that easy to read anymore. Lich has a Nova. Needs to be hexed. Oh, but it's really tough. Really tough. Need damage on this. Got it, I guess, in the Scroll of the Beast as well. Yeah, LYN got the Warlord okay, but the Shadowhunter taking lots of damage. No level on LYN just yet. Showing you how phenomenal Happy's map control was so far and how good his last hits were. TC out. Alchemist, really? Oh, wow. I don't think we've seen an Alchemist succeed in weeks. Bat in. Good. Detonate. He needs a second, ideally. Alchemist in for Acid Bomb. I don't think it's really necessary against Wyvern. They're glass cannons anyway. Focus. Happy with the Zeppelin. Oh, imagine he has a bat here now. We got a Raider and Snare as well. DK is hurt. No TP. But LYN disengaging. Heated moments, but a little bit of an exclamation mark by LYN, I would say. Big question mark this Alchemist for me. No control against the TC with any sort of silence. Does he really feel he needs Acid Bomb against Kodos? Because LYN will go Kodos again, right? Pretty sure. We get more damage here. Claws +8. Exactly what the Blade Master wants. Guys, I think LYN has a solid shot to win back-to-back maps. Ooh. LYN with the tech switch. He sees there's no Dark Ranger. He's going Headhunters. Usually you go Kodo because they are not that easy to kill. But Headhunters are. Now there is no Black Arrow to turn the Headhunters into skeletons. And then of course you can go Headhunters, which are the better damage dealers. Levels are still missing. Happy has that Zeppelin. Mana Stone for the Shadow Hunter. Amazing on the other side. We do now have the disable against the TC in form of the Wand of the Wind. 3-2-2. Of course, a little better. Can LYN make it to Blade Master 3? Usually you need the levels of crit for this. And now we lame a little bit, as people call it. Base attacks. Happy doesn't have a Spirit Tower. LYN has Cement upgrade up and spikes as well soon. This is just forcing Happy back. Radar. There is currently no TP on LYN. What? Oh my god. Can he run away just like that? Not really, right? Invuln. Oh my god. What a save by LYN. Sick. The TC will fall now. But he's still doing damage. He got an Acolyte. He might get a second. Happy wasn't microing there. Oh, was the Shadow Hunter ticking down from the Acid Bomb? No way it lasts that long. Double kill for Happy eventually. Out!
A town is under siege.
But what else was it?
A player's force is
I think gigantic mistake by LYN to commit the heroes without speed scroll, without TP. And now Happy has full map control. This is a hero-centric matchup. He can spiral out of control now. Shouldn't the potion remove the dot? Acid Bomb is somehow odd that it doesn't. Maybe he was chasing after it, I didn't see. Ooh, LYN, you're in trouble. One mistake can shift the game. Of course, he has to work on his heroes now. They were only level 2. It won't take that long. Gold-wise, LYN is ahead. A bit. We're preparing an expo. But this is a risky play. So almost looks like a desperate play. If this doesn't work, it's 1-1. It was the Alchemist? Really? Did not expect the duration to be this long. LYN has a sturdy defense, but only one tower, and it's not even up yet. Burrows will fall, but we can still produce more. We have a game of chicken here. 4-3-3. Level advantage crazy. I don't think you can win straight up fights anymore. Tower he's trying to repair has to cancel last second, but it's time for towers here. It's no Tiny yet. He has 40% of the 60% of the resources. LYN's levels are abysmal. It looked like he got the late game on a silver platter. With the Alchemist pick, with the Headhunters coming, no way you get the TC out like this. That's also sniped. Guys, it looks like we got an even series soon. But never underestimate Lid. He's 10 food down and 3 levels down. If this all works, of course, we say, oh, Lin's a genius, the risk taker. But if you take an unnecessary risk and you get punished for that, feels bad, man. This might have been okay even if the Shadow Hunter survives. Yeah, desperate. We need to hope for a lot of crits. The air belongs to the undead. Usually air superiority wins you the game. Blade Master is dead. No more damage. GG. Yep, one mistake. One mistake cost him the game. I think Happy's map control already was really good. Really, really good. To slow down the Blade Master like that, we have to mention that this was Happy's first loser's pick. Blade Master is mirror image, maybe. Yes, it is mirror image. Oh boy. And he shows it right away. Happy, you had issues with that throughout the week. Here we go. And if LYN gets additional Blade Masters, I need additional eyes on the map as well. After a little bit of a break, Soul 8man is back to help me with the analysis of this game.
Welcome everybody, Mirror Image is very, very exciting. I love it.
So we do a little sync. I'm at 237, 38, 39, 40.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm on 130, so I'm speeding up. But
Okay.
yes, Mirror Image is super interesting. I remember when those introduced Fly 1 versus Happy on Autumn list with this build. And if you guys like big Blade Master in the late game, it's going to be definitely something interesting. What I don't understand, where are the Headhunters? Usually play Mirror Image with Headhunters.
Yeah, mirror image grunts. A lot of chip damage. Very good against heroes. Headhunters may be too fragile in this matchup. Happy, oh, trying to go for a coil. Only gets the small one. Acolyte was providing vision. This is a classic Happy timing against this creep spot. Get the vision with the small unit. Get the coil, get the kill, but he couldn't prevent level 2. Usually the Blade Master is invisible with Windwalk. Now it can be invisible with the Cloak. Ring of Protection, usually an item that the Blade Master doesn't want, but it does scale off of mirror images, so it is actually quite good. But Happy, seeing this, picking a lot of ghouls, buys the claws, and since you are speeding up, I'm at 345, 46, 47, 48.
Almost there.
Good.
Perfect.
Oh, risky business for LYN. Goes for the mercenary camp. Gets the item. More HP that also scales with the mirror images. Shadow Priest for healing. Berserker for damage. That is where the Headhunter is basically in terms of piercing damage. Happy with the creep jack. Could be a quick one if LYN gets surrounded here. This is not looking too great. He does have the town portal, but it could be super expensive. Shadow Priest down. The grunt is not looking too great, but the other Bursey lays in the damage. Blade Master as well. Ghouls could potentially fall here in masses. That's level 3 already for LYN, outscaling Happy by 70% of that level. Coil secures the kill. Blade doesn't have the extra movement speed that you usually get with Windwalk, but he will still reach. So a slaughter in the early game here at 4 minutes 42.
Perfect, and this is a big experience advantage. Like, Happy is on level 2. Yes, he did something. And look at this, he even is losing ghoul to creeps. Double and snare. Happy lost a ghoul to creeps. Mirror Image is taking Happy off guard immediately. LYN with a Blade Master Mirror Image grants. That's fresh, that's crazy, and I love it.
Shadow Priest went down. That was, of course, big expenses here. The Berserker is a lot of XP as well. Happy will claim, or will he not? Speed scroll. Wait a minute. Is he actually saving that unit? Holy shit, that's saved by LYN. Gorgeous. Had to invest the speed scroll, of course, but absolutely worth it. We are only 5 mana away from Coil, but Happy can't find him anymore. Or can he?
Happy Yeah, he needs to do something good in the mid game because early game definitely goes for LYN. I don't know if it's a surprise factor, it's just the mirror image is that good. And as you mentioned, with every item, Blade Master mirror image is getting stronger. He exchanged this HP item for Circlet, you know, more damage, of course, is always good. Happy's trying to last hit with 2 ghouls.
Oh, he has last hit with less. And it worked! Oh, did it work? No, LYN got it! With the illusion, I think, and now the ghoul's up for grabs as well. 6 food lead for LYN. And an entire level ahead as well. Plus the second hero timing, Wyvern are coming, and a transition to Raiders. I feel like LYN is a light year ahead at the moment.
And another interesting decision, Tower and Chieftain second instead of Shadow Hunter, so he's breaking every rule of mirror image. But it kinda looks interesting. Wait a moment, Death Knight is there. He's ready to coil. Can TC survive?
Oh, that's the question. Happy doesn't have the threshold here. He had to invest 3 coils for this. LYN almost ready for an expansion with the peon here. Might survive into a burrow. Exactly. Happy currently only the DK peon. Oh no, he's ensnared. Okay, I guess it's just fair as the ghouls were ensnared before. TC has no stomp. He has aura, so it's aura for aura. What's the Blade Master doing in the meantime? Still cleaning the middle. Lich is coming. Cow not intercepted yet.
This is super interesting. Again, it's another rule of mirror image that it has been broken. You should go tier 3 to get orb on Blade Master and all of this good stuff, but no. LYN had a peon at the expansion for a reason. He still wants to expand, but Happy's so good at intercepting those peons. He got another one, but LYN is not giving up. He's sending the third guy.
Yeah,
to the new colony.
This play by LYN was, of course, revolving around a tier 2 expansion. Happy didn't win a decisive fight. Happy didn't steal a lot of XP, but Happy delayed this expansion by so much by just killing 2 peons. And at the same time, Happy's on tier 3. I think we got an open game again, and we got open support. Thank you, Matisco and Bas Dostoyevsky. Much love. We're contesting the marketplace.
Marketplace is amazing, you know, when you have a lot of gold to make Blade Master even bigger. But yes, LYN needs to wait for the gold, but he's not waiting for the ghouls. With the power of Ensnare, he's getting 2 ghouls, and Happy went for Dark Ranger, third Dark Arrow. I don't know if it's the good decision versus Wyverns that are coming. Again, it's a super weird build. I just want to see more of it. The question is how you deal with destroyers, right? On tier 2 you can make Troll but Raiders, so maybe that's the idea. The Wyverns, they deal some nice damage. And look at this, Happy is wasting time dealing with an illusion, while LYN is getting big consumable. Big mana potion. There is no Shadow Hunter, but TC will take it.
Amazing. Amazing indeed. Tier 3 timing with 34 food. That is ridiculous. He only has 3 ghouls and he pulled them all. He's not getting any lumber right now. He can morph 1 destroyer maybe, and that's it. He's investing his gold into the Lich, but the levels are abysmal. He still doesn't have the level 3 DK. Unreal game for LYN, despite the little expo delay. But if Happy kicks this expo once again, maybe there's a chance.
What is important, that Blade Master is healthy. Blade Master is ready to rumble. Expansion slowly, you know, is going up. Happy wants to get level 3 before the big fight, but LYN is here, and we need to keep eye on the destroyers because this arc enemy of all of those mirror images. So far, destroyer is alive and well. Half HP, can we coil? Coil is here, but coil is on level 1. Destroyer has fallen. How are you going to deal with those mirror images now?
Zero chance. Absolutely zero chance. LYN's army is so much better. Reinforcements are kicking in soon. The Wyverns are uncontestable. The statue is gone. Dark Ranger almost falling, but the coil was nicely timed. But all I see is LYN, no matter what.
There is no TP on Happy. Can Raider connect? I think so. And Happy says, no, I don't want to take the death penalty. You have expansion up. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for a new hot strategy, I recommend...
Keep Happy on his toes. Don't let him get into a rhythm. That was a little bit of a weakness by Soin in the Yutiao Grand Final, who was really strong, but he played the same thing the entire time, and Happy got better and better and better against it. And then it was a question of, if there's good items, Soin wins. If there's no good items, then Happy wins, and you don't want to rely on RNG too much. So I think from a strategic perspective, this is exactly the right thing to do for LYN, as the fast tech Wyvern have also worked before.
That's very true. It's been at 2-8, 2-9, and I see heroes going up. What is your time, Mr. New?
I am 222, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Perfect. Let's go. Okay, so standard creeping for both. Blade Master hopes to get close of attack. And let's see what first item is going to be. And I wasn't in the future, Mr. Neo. I just hoping for the best. And I think that LYN is smiling. It's such a big thing if you get close +5 instead of this ring that you kinda don't need. And it's one strong Blade Master already.
Yes, we go back with Windwalk. We go back to a semi-harassing Blade Master, I want to say. Happy can creep to level 2 for free, but LYN on Autumn Leaves knows exactly where the good items are. Gets more int, get the circlet as well, +7 damage already. Happy teching, LYN teching. This seems like a regular build-up. And as long as you can delay or prevent level 3, everything is good, especially with these items.
A very interesting approach, right? That, as you mentioned, Happy can just creep as much as he wants. Remember, guys, we have the full vision, but LYN has no idea, right? He didn't scout anything, so he's just anticipating when Happy is. And look at this! He can think like Emperor, maybe. He's like looking for Happy, I guess. Where is he? Okay, so he's definitely crept the shop. He's not on the marketplace. So he's probably stealing my expansion. And LYN is here. Happy has Dazzle of Appearance. He'll need it.
Oh yeah, LYN did his homework, man. That's the steal, level 2 crit. Happy has played this map a lot this week against Focus and so on, and the creep route was mostly the same. LYN was watching, taking notes, and is punishing that now. Ogre up for grabs. Coil or backstab? What's faster?
Dazzle of Appearance is still there. LYN is going for the item and experience. He got, I think, the tome, but I'm not sure about that. It was very fast, but experience and the item goes to Happy. So, you know, Happy can be reasonably, like, satisfied with it. That's for sure. But yes, LYN needs time for his Shadow Hunter. He's going for tier 3 already, so it's going to be standard, probably Wyvern opener, but then LYN is the master of switching things up. And yes, this is an open game, a little bit favor of Happy because he's almost level 3, but you know, it's very open.
This one creep steal is so big. Not having to face level 3 DK now is exactly what LYN wanted. He had to get one of the trolls or the Magi. Magi went to Happy, but the troll prevents level 3. And now you can still try and threaten these creep spots. Buy more time. Shadow Hunter, Wyvern, tier 3. It's all coming together. Graveyard is not even up yet. So I think Happy is just going to tech up. That's the only chance he got. Lich second as well, of course, as he doesn't see any headhunters. There's no need to speculate about a Dark Ranger. But yeah, again, I would give the early game to LYN.
Okay, I feel a little bit the opposite, but you know, it's almost level 3, we'll see about that. I mean, it's very close, Mr. Neo. It's like Pepsi and Coca-Cola. They kind of taste the same, you know, there is a small difference between them. Actually, I made a bet once that I was able to distinct them, and I lost my bet. So I'm not certain anymore, but yes, it's very close, okay? And look what is close as well. Look at this creeping on the top right. There is a beautiful hex on the Forest Troll Warlord, and Mr. LYN is taming the Warlord. He's the Warlord now.
Love to see it uncontested. Usually Happy got very, very, very good at preventing these orc leveling power spikes. They do it for many, many years now, and it wasn't contested for many years, but undeads and especially Happy got better against it. Now no chance. Nice little push towards the right-hand side. Happy didn't expect this apparently. Book of the Dead can be lovely if there's no destroyers around. Can be a surround opportunity, can help creeping, or you just sell it for the gold. Whew. Happy sharking around, but he can't find LYN.
Yeah, you know, this John Travolta meme that he's like looking for somebody. That's Happy Death Knight at the marketplace, at the Mercamp. By the way, Happy's on level 3, and he has a Gargoyle. Gargoyle provides a lot of vision, and it means that we can expect Alchemy's third, but again, LYN can be tricky. He can start making Raiders now. So yes, guessing what LYN is going to do is quite hard. So far, he's investing into the mighty wyverns. Maybe we all remember the game when LYN kind of tricked Happy into making like 8 gargoyles, literally, and then he switched from wyverns to mass Kodo beasts. That was on springtime, long time ago. So again, LYN is the mastermind between those switches. By the way, they are going to meet for the first time. Wand of Negation saved the gargoyle, but it looks like Shadow Hunter is going to stay alive as well.
Okay, the build-up continues. It's the same build that we had on springtime, pretty much exactly. We go for the first bet, we go in Venom Spears, and again we go for the TC. That is something new for sure. Usually the Mass Wyvern play always played with 2 heroes, not anymore. Lots of flexibility for orcs. You have to make the right transitions at the right time. Currently, LYN is getting vision with the Blade Master. Only big creep goes to Happy, but far, far, far away from important levels.
Okay, the game is very open. We are awaiting Alchemy's third, and it's, you know what, of course, tier 3 is done, and it's pretty funny that Death Knight is the orb carrier. So that's pretty interesting. By the way, what do you think about fearing a Vampiric Aura? That's an interesting item, because, you know, when gargoyles connect, when they attack the wyverns, right? They get some HP back. Let's see if Happy is going to sell it. Probably will sell it, right?
I think so too.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly. It's like, guys, we have more important things to buy. The gargoyles, if they attack, you know, the wyverns, I'm already in a good position. And is Happy going to push? It's possible. And look at LYN, he's getting ready. The king of orcs has reinforced defenses, almost ready before the big timing. Everybody should follow his lead. That's amazing.
You were right with the Alchemist. I thought, what's he talking about? It has to be Dark Ranger, but no, Alchemist it is. I think that might be a little bit of a mistake, and LYN has shown this play before. Buy the stability with the reinforced defenses. No tower needed, but 4 heavily guarded burrows, and then trade. We have a TP only on LYN's side, so the base for Happy is wide open.
That's why LYN even is going for spiked barricades. Ladies and gentlemen, the only hard-coded win condition in Warcraft 3 is to eliminate your opponent buildings, all of them. And looks like Mr. LYN has this plan in mind. The problem is that wyverns, they deal very little damage to buildings. And maybe LYN will, let's say, chicken out at some point. Happy invested into Spirit Tower. He can upgrade 1 more, but then he can't produce Acolytes, so we'll see about that. Undead base can be pretty strong by its own. Spike barricades are almost ready. It means that ghouls will take a lot of damage. Can Happy kill the fortress? It's 2,500 HP.
Does he have to is the question. Not too many peons anymore. The burrows are all gone. Happy is doing a lot more damage to LYN than LYN does to Happy. Selling an altar here. We don't have any resources currently for the Acolyte. 1 more is coming. It looks like an all-out base trade. Very, very weird. LYN can, of course, respond, but with what army? Supply numbers actually very even. 3 Wyvern, 1 Kodo. That's about it. The Gargs would destroy the Wyvern, as we don't have a bat here anymore. Kodo is coming in, but might also not be safe. Can we kick the Spirit Tower to keep the Kodo alive? Yes, we can, Lamau. But this is the weirdest game I've seen between the two in a long time.
Well, I can say that LYN is feeling quite comfortable in Happy base. Happy made a risky maneuver, by the way, that he crossed the map with only heroes, right? And Stomp is here. The Stomp is here. Is Happy going to be punished? Is there Hex? There is no Hex. So the coil connects and the rest of the undead army is coming back. Happy's looking okay.
No, Nova big, Frost Armor big, Wyvern disappearing against the Gargs as it's supposed to be. The slow makes it so the Blade Master can't really connect. He doesn't have an orb. He can't dispel the Frost Armor. Frost Armor might win the game after a bloody base trade that we had. Happy took the lead, and it didn't look great for Happy in the mid game, but the decision to go for the base was pretty genius, and LYN not able to respond in time. Maybe a decision-making mistake, and Happy saw the Matrix in front of his eyes. 2-2 in our winner bracket quarterfinal. Who wins game 5 is the question. Is it LYN? Is it Happy? Now for you in the prediction game as well. It would be such a classic Happy series if he takes the back-to-back wins when it matters most. In game 5s, oftentimes Happy a little more clutch than LYN is.
Definitely, they are both very experienced, and what is also important, the map, right? You mentioned that we are on Shattered Exile, interesting map, and this map has so many permanent level 2 items, so Gloves of Attack +5, Gloves of Haste, Blade Master already with his own gloves. There are 2 shops in the middle, and look at this, LYN is not wasting any time. He bought Circlet of Nobility, and he's going for Renegade Wizard to find some nice consumable. Probably Replenishment Potion would be the best here.
I agree. Little bit of HP, little bit of mana, why not? He gets Watch Awards, and on a big map like this, also phenomenal. We see Happy with great scouting always. Knowledge is power, as they say, and Blade Master comes in. Low HP, but still mana. Renegade for Happy is also Watch Awards. Against the Blade Master, you can't hope for more. Didn't use one yet.
Oh, that was greedy! How dare you not use Watcher Ward, or at least Dust? We are in the middle of the map, and LYN secured level 2. That was so important. Mamma mia. Happy now has a Watcher Ward in a nice position, but man, this Blade Master is already enjoying the extra circlet that basically level up is.
And now we play Dota. A ward for a ward, but the ward gets revealed by a dust, and he can't place another ward. So interesting how important vision is here. We play around the creeps here. They have bash, they are sturdy, they have an item. Do you want to engage, LYN? This is risky with the wards around.
LYN decides to go for the safe option, and it was pretty funny that they are countering each other wards. Vision is very important, as you mentioned, especially versus Blade Master. And what is happening here on the bottom? Happy didn't pick the Manual of Health.
I don't know why they pinged this crazy.
Yeah, maybe some Chinese caster is like, oh no, how dare you skip 50 HP.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, Kigami is back for the last hits. Reveal this time. Happy learned the lesson. Thank you, Buddha. Healed up again. Shadowhunter on the way. Tech advantage again on LYN. That's the nature of the matchup. Coil on the Goo, not offensively. We're fighting for every XP point here, Sol.
Yeah, the level 4 monsters, they give a lot of experience, like killing a Gryphon, right? Or a Knight, I think. And yes, very patient play by Happy, right? He stopped attacking Enrage Elemental. He was targeting the Blade Master. But yes, LYN needs to be quite patient. He doesn't have a big army. He has basically no army. He still needs to wait for the Shadow Hunter, and I'm afraid that we are desyncing.
Yes, I think so too. We go for the BBC stream in the meantime. Sorry about that. That is, of course, the most unfortunate timing for this. And, oh my god, the quality is abysmal. We jump into the future a little bit. The Lich is in trouble. Blade Master, the Hex timer. We got the first Bat Rider in as well. Speed Scroll needs another coil. Can he reach for another Hex? Doesn't look like it. I'm trying to fast forward. Hopefully this was just a Flow TV hiccup. Then it might work again if we try again. In the meantime, yeah, BBC stream.
Try the Flow TV, Mr. Neo. So far, Mr. BBC stream is here. This is the tournament organizer. Sorry, guys, this quite unfortunate happens from time to time, like to everybody, basically, in Flow TV. So yes, Shadowhunter is just on level 1. When you check the hero levels, they look pretty good on the Undead. I'm checking out the inventory. Happy has 1 item. What happened to his items?
Yeah.
That Knight is empty, and Lich has only 1 of negation. Lol.
He had rings, right? So he must have sold them. 39 versus 39. We go for the heroes once again with only level 1 crit and the trifecta in the inventory. Shadowhunter can't really level. Happy contesting right-hand side. LYN could fall back to the Merc. Wait for the TC, wait for the Bat, and then engage. And hopefully... Oh, LYN is stuck at 41 food. Did he forget the burrow, or does he want to expand early? He forgot... Oh, I don't know, man.
I mean, he's stuck, but he's waiting for a TC. TC needs to buy Orb of Light. I think, he'll find a good way of spending his gold on. But yes, definitely that's an interesting position. Is Happy going for Alchemist this time? So far, not really. He's staying on 2 heroes. TC, it's a very important. We have an early ensnare by LYN, so it's not mass wyverns. He's already showing, throwing Happy a curveball. Supplies even. There is a third hero already creeping for the orc. I would say that I like this position for Mr. LYN, but again, it's very close. And round bracers. Ooh, that's amazing item versus undead. The question is, on which hero you keep it?
So there is a big debate in the scene on which hero you gotta put the rune bracers. My opinion is clear. Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter is always the target for the nuke. And he's so fragile. If the TC dies, okay, you might lose the Stomp, you might lose the Aura, but you keep your Hex and your Heal Wave alive. I think Shadowhunter is the way better choice.
That's interesting thought. I guess we need a Warcraft 3 scientist, to study it. Or just ask AI. We'll see about that. The Hype is fighting for the last hit. He got it. Blade Master is scouting while Shadowhunter and TC are creeping together. Nobody's going for expansion just yet. Happy is going for another Gargoyle Destroyer form, so he will be ready versus Mass Wyverns, but already LYN is switching into Raiders. Mamma mia. Again, versus LYN, you can't assume there's going to be pure Wyvern Troll, but Raider, it can be something else.
Looks like, by the way, the desync was just temporary, so I'm fast forwarding, and maybe a minute we might be live and get the good quality back again. Sorry for the little hiccup, but at the moment both are just creeping. Happy's inventory empty, but Boots of Keltalas are nice. LYN is not of my opinion that you should secure the Shadowhunter. Close to level 3, and he's sniping this item here as well. Robe of the Magi, more mana for the SH, sweet. But Happy is contesting on the in the middle with 2/2 heroes on LYN. Gotta use a more defensive position. Raider in for the rescue.
Blade Master went out to buy milk, but he's coming back with gift to his family, actually. Shadowhunter, as you mentioned, is enjoying the +6 intelligence, even though there is no intelligence hero in the Orc army besides Farseer, so not in this game, right? But yes, Shadowhunter is basically like intelligence hero. Happy scouting for the expansion. And again, supply is even. Dark Ranger as a third hero for the undead, so no crazy option here. No alchemist.
So we switch live to Flow TV. I stream to you.
Perfect.
So we will be where we ended up on. Okay. So this is the situation now. Full HD is back. Mr. Backhead, thank you for the 19-month situation. 50-50. No second base. No huge food lead. No huge level lead. This is so close. Exactly how we like our game 5s.
Yeah, well, I can see the game very clearly now, and let me tell you, LYN needs to make sure that he will see very clearly all of those Coil Novas coming, but again, the game is very even, no expansion, and that's what is amazing with Warcraft 3, right? They have this big build-up, and it's going to be decided with one big fight with an amazing micro.
Hopefully. We still need more levels on the Shadowhunter. Without a level 2 heal wave, you cannot fight. Red spot's up for grabs. LYN struggling a little to find XP, doesn't he? Happy right around the corner. Got the shade once again. Army composition. Definitely fightable. But the levels worry me.
I mean, let's check the inventory, right? Blade Master looks stuck. He even has +3 strength. Maybe it's on purpose, maybe not, but there is some time to split the strength. Blade Master needs HP. He can't be a glass cannon. The map is very big. There are still red camps, ready to be creeped in the corners. There is some green camps left. And again, the pressure is here. This is a very important game. This is game number 5. Who can win? Who can get the Warcraft 3 community respect? Is it going to be LYN? Is it going to Happy? Blade Master is keeping eye on the undead army, while, TC and Shadowhunter got a little bit extra experience. Definitely, second and third hero are better for mighty Orc, but no, the first hero is better for the undead. And as you highlight, we have a second crypt. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. The answers seem to be Mass Gargs. He's going armor upgrades as well, which I love. The more armor upgrades you have, the less impact Bat Riders have if they explode. And air superiority seems to be Happy's call here, and it's a good call. for now. Fiends get destroyed by a high-level TC. We do have a Dark Ranger to stop it temporarily, but Invo Potions can break you out of the silence. Ice Reaper tabletop, thank you for the prime. And the upper left still has some XP to go for. Happy, unfortunately, getting the Cloak of Flames, which is never good for an undead, as you don't have a tank hero if you don't go for the Pit Lord, that is. And LYN. Oh, Helm of Valor. Ideal for a Blade Master. More damage and more HP.
That's very true. By the way, Twitch chat is pointing out that Happy has 3 shades.
That's
pretty funny. It's a pretty big map, you know. So one shade on your opponent, one shade is taking care on the bottom of the map, another one the top, I guess. So Happy knows literally everything. And yeah, he made second crypt and he's already breaking the supply. I thought that he's going to like bank some, you know, unholy amount of, you know, gold, like 1,500 gold, which would be crazy on 50 supply, you know, to avoid paying extra tax income. But no, he just wanted to make sure that he can get into, like, let's say 65 supply early on and then push. I don't know, but yes, he's producing a lot of units.
Ooh, got the vision now over the trees. Everybody knows what the other is doing. Blade Master doesn't have level 2 crit yet. TC doesn't have level 2 stomp yet. Maybe... Oh, Hex against the coil. TC level 3. The bats are really good. Aiming for the Lich. This might just be it. Invul Potion is at the ready. Should be ready. It is air superiority for Happy for now, but LYN's Wyvern Micro looking good. Trying to disengage. No TP, no speed scroll. You gotta take the fight now, LYN. Are you in fighting shape is the question.
Amazing stomp by the TC, but Nova was juicy as well. Those wyverns that Orc has, they need to deal a lot of damage. LYN, the Orc was able to deal with the gargoyles, so wyverns are secured. Hunter! Shadow Hunter, oh no!
He had the rune braces, but it wasn't enough against the goal. He needs the second hero now as well. Invul! There's of course no hack, so he can't pump this Invul. He's trying to break through. Brute force against the Frost Armor. Happy with the 3 heroes. Do you have this under control still? Coil ready again. And the Storm can't connect, man. The Wyvern got a carry now, it feels like. But so much anti-air still there with the heroes alone.
Happy's in the undead heaven. He has high-level heroes and obsidian statues and a big dream. Lich has Invul. Lich will survive, definitely. Shadow Hunter is missing, but the supply is still not that bad for the Orc. We need Shadow Hunter back at some point. It's 80 seconds. That feels like forever. There was a definitely good engagement by Happy. We can agree about that. And the body blocks. Oh my god. S-tier body blocks. If this TC goes down, I'm very skeptic. Is there a way to keep the TC alive?
Oh, I don't think so. There's a coil right now. Does he even need it? No, Black Arrow does it. LYN can't get the procs against the Frost Armor. Frost Armor might be winning these exchanges. Incredible crowd control in game 1. This was neglected. He went for Death Pact and it didn't work out. But Frost Armor, man, such a crazy damage mitigator. LYN in dire straits.
TC died with the Invul at the end. Blade Master was trying to pass the important item in time, but there was no time, and is Happy going to finish the game. You know, he can play it safe and expand now. He has 278 lumber, which should be enough. But maybe it's always hard to decide, right? Which situation, like which option is better? Do you expand? Do you try to, you know, push into your opponent base when an opponent has a little bit of advantage? The TC is back via Tavern Revive. It means that LYN is spending a fortune, not on his units, but on his heroes. Shadow Hunter is back, so yes, all of the heroes are back, but man, Happy has supply lead and his levels are looking amazing. But in Blade Master we trust, let's go!
Where's the hacks? We need it. Heal Wave at the ready. We do have a mana potion, could pop at any time. Info potion before, another Shadow Hunter's in trouble. Heal Wave counting down, 3, 2, 1, potion transferred, and now the info potion for the Lich is almost over. Happy for the TP. LYN with a couple of crits, the Dark Ranger! Twice in a row! Gets the double crit, Dark Ranger dead!
I think LYN is smiling. I think every Orc in the world is smiling. Double crit in a row. I'm not a mathematician, but it's a 15% chance for crit. It's a little bit of a low probability of it happening 2 times in a row. And ladies and gentlemen, there was a lot of damage. Happy wasn't ready, and Happy is doing the opposite of smiling, so I guess he's unhappy right now.
Holy moly, man. What a match this is. DK close to 5. Lich level 4, so we do have Dark Ritual now. Shadowhunter close to 4. The Blade Master is an absolute weapon. Split second away from LYN stealing the Invo Potion. Dark Ranger is back from the tavern. Of course, everybody knows that Happy basically lives at the tavern. How do you save this Blade? Shadowhunter far, far, far back. We do have an Invo Potion as well. Storm great against these ghouls. Blade needs healing. Invo Potion first and foremost, waiting for the next heal wave, aiming for that Lich. And Snare, maybe a Hex as well. He can't heal. The Lich is dead too. Now, can you save that Blade?
Mamma mia, the Lich is such an important part of the Undead army. Without Lich, there is no orb, there is no this extra bonus damage. I can't believe it, but it looks like LYN is coming to this back game and he's maybe winning. Dark Ranger is back, but we need Lich more. As you mentioned, Price on Blade Master, he lost so much HP and he's dealing so much HP, so he's a very important target. Happy's thinking about his Blade, he's going for it. Can he finish? Blade Master is quite low, but Coil doesn't deal that much damage. He's 140 damage. How much HP Blade Master has? Probably more. Happy's pulling back. Happy's rebuying the Lich. He'll have to Coil the Lich, but man, LYN army looks quite big.
SH surrounded again. Similar situation that we had before. He's down. Now, Blade Master has to carry this. The coil is so clutch. Oh my god, Happy. Snatching victory from the edge of defeat. He's going for that DR again. But there's a level up. There's the necessary mana for the coil. Oh my god, what a tragedy for LYN this is. Blade dead, LYN dead. Happy wins.
The G for LYN, but the amazing news for us, guys, this game was so close. We're getting ahead, you know. I don't know what to say besides that is peak Warcraft 3 hero kill for hero kill. And man, I thought that LYN has that bomb surround on the Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter goes down and Mr. Buckhead is celebrating with 10 gifted subs. This is peak Warcraft 3. Thank you, LYN. Thank you, Happy.
Exactly, man. Two absolute titans going to war. Only one can emerge victorious. These Shadowhunter surrounds, man. They sealed the deal here. Good fighting spirit of LYN, of course. Maybe re-engaging there against the statues wasn't the best idea in hindsight. It was so close, though. My god,